So, okay, good. So now,
Okay.
now I'm
All right.
okay.
Aloha, everyone. I'm Lani Weigert. I'm from the Rotary Club of South Hilo, and I am the vocational chair at this time in the club. And I'm so very honored to be here today to present to you. So I'm just going to take a few quick minutes and just sort of download what vocational service is really about. The vocational service that I really go for is I start within our own membership. So I go to our club, and there's so many people that have very interesting careers that I can tap on, and then it really helps to support our local community as well. So that's where I go first. I go right to the members of our club, which is right here. And some of them aren't here, and there's a lot of them that are here. So this is great. And I also do not limit myself, though, to only those within our club. I will also go to those in other clubs as well and see if we can visit their places of work and business and bring our members there to really expand our reach on just different things that people are doing. Okay,
Okay, next slide. All right.
next slide.
All right, hang on.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, so if the if your panel is kind of blocking, it says professional development. You know, just in case you can't see because you have the speaker panel that's open. But anyway, professional development. This guy right here was in our South Hilo Rotary Club when he started, and he owns Hamakua mushrooms. So I don't know how many of you have ever been to a mushroom farm, but it is really interesting to go there. And I was quite excited to take our members there to explore the different things that he was offering. But for the most part, what's important about professional development is when you bring your members to any business, you're really showing them the different attributes that that member, the host, has, such as their ability to communicate clearly with others, their public speaking ability, their ability to market and sell those that are in the room. And I mean, this is supposedly coming naturally to whoever is the host that I'm taking them to. But I tell you, whenever I set up a vocational, I let them know these are the following things you need to hit, because we are not going to waste our time if we're going to go to your business. Like, we're going to make this thing work. And so I explain to them the different things that they should be prepared for if we're going to come to their place of business. Networking and also learning the different innovations and creativity that a particular host has created for their business is very, very important as well. And so we were able to go to his mushroom farm, which, by the way, if you haven't been to a mushroom farm, this guy was originally a helicopter pilot. And when he retired, he decided, oh, he wanted to go into farming. You know, I mean, it sounds so, it's cute, you know, initially, but then the horror of it all on, oh my God, it's super hard. He goes into mushrooms largely because he loves to eat. So he decides, well, I'm gonna go into mushrooms because I love gourmet cooking. So he decides he doesn't want to do the regular mushrooms, the mushrooms that are grown in the dark. And they are grown basically out of manure. I don't know if you know that, but I just would like you to know that these mushrooms that this guy is growing is very, very clean. They're all inside in a temperature controlled room that grow out of bottles. And when they are harvested, they look like that. Like, and this is the ali'i mushroom. So he's holding that. And this is Bob Stanga. So he's a member of the our club. Rotary Club of South Hilo. So anyway, professional development, huge benefit with regard to vocational service. Next. Oh, empowering others. So that's another thing, is that when we take people to whatever site visit we're going to go, whatever business we're going to go, we're educating them on something that maybe most of them don't really know about, or maybe know only superficially. So the education component makes it very, very interesting. Also, the ability for mentorship for the next generation is another benefit as well. Next.
Okay.
So here we are at the Hamakua mushroom farm, which is completely indoors. And this is how the mushrooms grow out of a jar. And they're very, very firm mushrooms. Almost, and for those of you who may have had Hamakua mushrooms, they're very meaty. They're not like most mushrooms that are sold at the grocery store. These are really meaty mushrooms. In any case, people are just amazed with them, along with, and many times when we go to vocational visits, we may even bring family members as well to inspire them with that business. And again, it's really trying to support local as much as we can. That's why the low-hanging fruit is always going to be within your membership pool. So going there first and then extending out to the other clubs within your neighborhood is really a good idea as well. And, you know, for those who are members and they're coming to this visit, they're going to think to themselves, you know, I probably could do that, or how fascinating this is. I can't even think about me doing that, but yet maybe I can. So the inspiration that a vocational visit can invoke is really important. And this is all going on as the site visit happens. Next. Oh, and by the way, if there's any questions, you know, go ahead and put it in the chat and I'll be happy to answer it as we're going along. Okay, what's really great is having somebody come on a vocational site visit, somebody that's not a member, and then inspiring them to be a member. They can become attracted to being a member of the club, especially if whatever the service is that day inspires them or resonates with values that they hold dear to themselves as well. And so that's why attracting new members during a vocational service visit is really low-hanging fruit. People come, it's hands-on, there's a lot of socialization. We're not it doesn't appear to be a very structured, formal type of setting. And so people can hang loose more and just be a lot more open to what is going on. The other thing too is new members will be attracted to the idea that they could possibly make a positive difference in their community by being a part of this club. And that's why vocational visits are very important, because you don't have to say any of that. They are feeling that, they're getting that message, they're doing that as they're coming on to the site visit and being part of it. And also they're looking at, you know, the micro macro vision of it, meaning locally and globally. How are they able to participate? And definitely by coming on a vocational visit, it makes it a lot more obvious. And then lastly, and maybe more as a priority, people love the socialization of coming on a vocational site visit as well. Next. Oh, that was it. Okay.
Questions. Yeah, that was it.
So I don't know if you folks have any questions. I was told I had exactly 15 minutes, so I tried not to, go overboard
Well,
because,
you actually have more now. So,
oh, okay. Well, did we find Wendy yet?
no, not yet. So we're just gonna continue to talk about this while we're here.
Okay. All right. Are there any questions?
Just a couple things I wanted to add to Lonnie's presentation is that I don't know how many of you guys are members of chambers of commerce. So a lot of Rotarians are members of their local chamber of commerce. And the one thing about being a member of the chamber of commerce is that you know uh, there isn't a service component in being part of the chamber. So that's a great thing to bring to the attention of chamber members that could be potential Rotarians. Is that one, they can get some exposure for their business, which is the reason why people join the Chamber of Commerce in the first place. And the second thing is that they have a chance to provide service because, as you know, the chamber is all about the promotion of business and not so much about service. So, having that service component that Rotary has is really, really a great thing. So, wanted to add that. So Gabriel had a question, Lonnie. He said, what are some of the recommendations for visits during this pandemic? Should we try to limit members in a group?
Yes, that's a wonderful question, Gabriel. Thank you so much. First of all, the venues need to be outside, especially now. They need to be outside. And as the weeks go by, many of our members will be vaccinated. So that's an important thing. Social distancing and wearing masks are still recommended. So that's why having something outside, you can limit the number of members. And especially if members are riding together, carpooling to the event, it's good to get people together that are vaccinated if possible. But having things outside really make a difference with regard to the ventilation and all of that. And so we're finding more and more of our members are becoming vaccinated as we go on. But for the most part, the social distancing, wearing a mask, and also, hand washing, it continues to still be what we're going to do. And we're not looking, especially our club, we're not looking for the big gatherings anymore. We're going to really safely evolve this as we go. But like I said, you still can do this and do the visit. So let me give you some examples. In our membership, we have Kamehameha Schools, land management. And so when we would go with them, we would go to all of their outdoor lands where they're showing us how they are using the lands and what they're doing with regard to crop production, creating value add products for farmers that are leasing lands from them. So all of that is quite safe because we're staying outside. And that's important. We also have another member who runs a farm for veterans. And so, of course, all of that is outside too. And it's a wonderful farm where they're growing food. And many veterans, it's challenging for them to find regular work. And so working out in farming has proven to be quite healing for them. And so these are all different things that we tend to learn as we go out with our members and find out what they are doing. But we've also gone to, Hilo Medical Center, and we've gone to a mango farm. We've gone to Creative Arts Hawaii, who is a screen printing and graphic design company, and we've also gone to Aloha Paws, who is a dog boutique, store. So yeah, keeping the numbers smaller though right now and doing outdoors is definitely the way to go.
So Lonnie, I have, we don't have Wendy, but we have Wendy's presentation as Naomi just emailed it to me. So let me run through that. It's about 11 slides, and then we'll go back to see if there's any questions after that.
All right. So we lost Wendy completely?
Yeah, she might have got the dates mixed up or something. I don't know, but
Oh, okay. All right.
for some reason we didn't get her in here. But let me walk through her presentation. Luckily, I have that, and so I can make some points about vocational training here. And then we'll circle back and ask some more questions. So if you hang with us, here we go. Can everybody see that? Can you see that? Okay, Lonnie.
Yeah, it's coming up. I noticed that Gabriel had a follow-up question. Ben, can you take a look at what that is?
Oh, okay. So for vocational visits, would it be okay to visit potential member work sites?
If they are open to visitors,
Yeah.
that's definitely a possibility. So that's the other thing, is that our members are also, their job sites are evolving as we're going through this pandemic. And so for the most part of last year, all of them were closed down and we couldn't actually go out to see them. But now, as things are loosening up just a smidgen, we're able to at least approach different members. And some of them are just going to tell us, oh yeah, we're able to take visitors now. So it's really a case by case situation. Thank you so much, Gabriel, for that question.
Okay, if you guys feel free to put some more questions in there if you want to. I'm gonna share screen now, and we're gonna talk about this vocational service. So let me start from the beginning here. This is, I gotta say, okay. So I believe this is the regular presentation that Rotary International uses about vocational service. Okay, so vocational service is the core of Rotary, and it serves as a foundation for which we serve through our communities. Through vocational service, we serve others using multiple unique skills to address community needs, to empower others through training and skill development, and to inspire others to act with integrity by following Rotary's guidelines. All right, kind of like what Lonnie was saying earlier. Now, vocational service includes connecting with professionals and professional networks with our Rotary Club activities by using our expertise to address community problems and help others discover new vocational opportunities and interests, and also to promote Rotary's commitment to integrity in our professional as well as personal lives. So I won't read through this whole code of conduct, but basically the framework of it is for us to act ethically and to use together the four-way tests, which we all know as Rotarians in all of our business and in our professional activities. The responsibilities. So professionals join a Rotary Club as representatives of their particular business or profession. You know that we used to have what's called classifications, which is different types of job types in Rotary. So they would only have, you know, so many doctors, so many attorneys, so many nurses. So, you know, they wanted to try to get a diverse group of people in different professions. And we used to call those classifications, but we don't do that anymore. So District 5000 Rotarians have a dual responsibility to represent their vocation within the club and to exemplify the ideals of Rotary in their place of business. So membership is still a concern. So our goal is to convey to potential Rotary members and existing members how our Rotarian professional talent pool can benefit a person's career and service goals while offering networking opportunities, new friends, and other advantages. So to put these Rotary ideals into action, you know, and I won't go through all of this list, but you know, you talk about your profession within your club, take time to learn about other members' occupations, use your skills and expertise within the club. So like if you're an accountant, you might end up being the club treasurer. Practice your profession with integrity, inspire others to behave ethically through your words and your actions, and to also to help young people. So Rotary has a lot invested in the young people with our Interact programs and our Rotaract programs, which are designed to go after younger Rotarians. And then also we're very much invested in helping to guide and encourage others in their professional development. So one of the things that we did in our district this year is we installed a district leadership academy. So to help other people who are interested in developing leadership skills, they have an opportunity to do that in Rotary. So by undertaking these activities, you bring vocational service basically to life, right? Vocational service is the essence of Rotary and serves as the foundation from which we serve our communities around the world. So part of the ways in which you can take action, of course, is to share your expertise with others in the club, to talk to other people about opportunities within Rotary, to invest time and energy into young people, just in the training. Like this morning, if you were in the morning session this morning, Gwen Picaro, she's like the CEO of Morgan Stanley, but she also is the board chair for for Goodwill Industries. So she's taking the expertise that she has in her profession and helping other nonprofits and especially Rotary develop skills at all different levels, and by helping other people to develop themselves professionally and especially young people. And so now the examples of some club goals that you can do is to co-host business networking events, to do career guidance and partnership with Rotaract and Interact. You can have these seminars that focus on a profession. You can get listed in the Rotary Doing Business directory. Now, those of you guys that have a business, Rotary does a marketplace on the second Tuesday, I believe, or the first Tuesday of each month at 7 o'clock. So if you have a business, it's like free advertising. You can show up, you can get 5 minutes to talk about your business. We can do different types of classifications. I was talking to you about tours of, and this is what Lonnie was focused on, is tours of members and local businesses, and to continue to apply, professional skills to different projects. So vocational service resources. I mean, obviously there's a Rotary Service newsletter, so you can receive a free bi-monthly publication that keeps Rotarians informed about vocational service. If you read Rotarian magazine, and how every one of us gets it, and in there's just tremendous amount of stuff about different vocations that you could either learn and use to exchange, and then take advantage of the project lifecycle kit. So this is basically something that is a discussion group on My Rotary, and it talks about different types of projects that we can get involved on at the personal level and also within our club level. And then also we can share vocational service project successes on our Rotary Showcase, which is to inspire other people and promote collective efforts to improve communities around the world. So let's just have some fun and mahalo. So that's the basic kind of corporate presentation of it. So if anybody has any more questions or you want to add anything to the presentation we just did, here's your time to do it.
I wanted to also add that people are able to do vocational visits over Zoom. So unbeknownst to Ben, but he'll probably be one of the next ones that we'll do, because I also work for Hawaii Care Choices, which does palliative and hospice care, and we are going to be focusing on people doing their advanced healthcare directives. And so by pre-recording that process and then sharing it over Zoom, we're able to bring people in from not only our clubs, but well beyond our clubs. And the technology is available to us now. So we certainly should make use of it. And so I think a lot of people are thinking, well, things have to be face to face or we can't do it. But no, I mean, it's amazing what you can do with an iPhone too, going around and showing people the different areas of your business and then, sharing with them exactly what is done there. So by all means, I think people are going to be doing a lot of hybrid vocational visits where certain parts of it will be pre-recorded and then other parts of it may or may not be in person. But definitely those who are using Zoom quite a bit, which is definitely our club, probably yours too. I'm letting you know that there is no limit really to what we can do now. We were only limited by our own thoughts of what we had seen before. But now there really is no ceiling to what we are able to do in the future.
Okay, well, thank you, Lonnie. Anybody have anything else to say? It's about that time to close it up for the day. So if you've been on like me since 9 o'clock this morning, I appreciate your time and energy and wanting to learn more about Rotary, the different aspects of Rotary, and to attend the different workshops. So Lonnie, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Making our lives just a little bit brighter for today, and adding your important mana'o to the program. Okay, so everyone, thanks a lot for coming today, and we'll sign off. And next week we take a break because it's Easter weekend, but then we're back on the saddle again on April 10th with another exciting group of training sessions that we can't wait to see again. Okay, so thanks a lot again, Lonnie. We'll talk.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Ray. Thanks, Beth. Oh, wait, Gabriel has his hand raised.
Oh, okay.
So Gabriel asked, what are some examples of host platforms for business networking and for marketing? For example, like Eventbrite, Meetup, Zoom, etc. Do you know what he's
okay, I'm not exactly clear on his question. I mean, he did mention some of the platforms that people are using, but maybe I'm not understanding his question.
Well, what he's talking about is like if you want to do business networking, there's platforms that are designed for business network. I mean, there's business networking groups all over the place. There's lead groups. I think that's the stuff you're talking about. Gabriel, if you want to unmute yourself, you could ask that question so that we could have a little more clarity. So I think he's going to ask because he just unmuted himself. Go ahead, Gabriel.
Oh yeah, so say for example, because you know how the International Rotary Convention got canceled and now it's more online and Zoom.
Yeah.
So for like business networking and those opportunities, I'm wondering like how are they doing it so that way I could perhaps implement it on a community or perhaps even a district level, kind of connect with all the clubs like, hey, this is what they're doing, Mr. A, B, and C doing these professions, and how to like connect and start those events. Kind of like really focus like what is the most recommended platform for networking.
Where are you located, Gabriel? What island are you on?
So I'm on Oahu.
Okay, and what is your club? What club are you part of?
So I'm the vice chair. I'm the vice for the Honolulu Sunset.
Oh, great. Okay, excellent. Okay, well, you know, I'll give you just like what I know of, but people are doing networking type groups, and then there are networking groups that are within Rotary. There's actually a group that meets once a month in our district that's called Young Professionals, and probably be people like you that come from all over. Actually, Keith is in that group, Lonnie.
Yeah.
that do networking. And actually, if you go on the district website, there's on the calendar, it shows when those meetings are, and it talks a little bit about the people that are involved. And then there's also a thing called RAGs, and it's Rotary Action Groups. And if you go on our website, there's more information too about those. And so if you have a specific type of thing that you're interested in, environmental stuff, sustainability, whatever it is, there are groups within Rotary that get together to talk about those subjects. But outside of Rotary, man, there's an amazing stuff if you're out there within like the Chamber of Commerce's, I know have meetups. I know that there's leads organizations, all kinds of stuff. But I think you're talking more about business networking, right? Business networking and marketing. Yeah, the other thing I would recommend that you get on and to do that Rotary Marketplace. Rotary Marketplace happens. The next one is actually coming up here on April 6th at 7 o'clock, and then you can click on that. So if you're a business person and you want to promote your business, Rotary Marketplace is probably a really great place to do it. You can click on that and get information, more information about it. So that's the extent of what I know about business platforming. So Lonnie, you have any other stuff you want to add to that?
No, but I know that I've heard that there are more business platform softwares that are coming out now, because a lot more conferences are being done virtually. And I do know that Pets didn't use one of those extravagant platforms, but I know that they're out there because other industries are using them. Keith, who is our president-elect, he joins the young professionals group. So he might be able to offer up that information. Ben, maybe get Gabriel's information and then you can text him or something with the software if we come across that.
Okay. Yeah, Gabriel, if you just put your email in the chat, and then I can find whatever resources we're using, and I can make sure you get that.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
So I just sent it.
Okay, there we go. Okay, Gabe R2295. Awesome. Okay. All right, Gabe. Well, I appreciate your attending today, and Beth, thanks a lot for hanging in there with us, and we'll talk to you guys again soon. So thanks a lot. Thank you, Lonnie.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha, mahalo.
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Beth.
Okay.